always said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Trojans will kick it away to start. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looking for room, it's Thura. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Let's talk a bit about Michigan State. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done, Tommy.
Yeah, this coaching staff really at this point is just trying to keep this team focused as a top 10 team halfway through the year. It's about attention to detail, and that's got to show up in this one today.
Moore will throw. Gets rid of it. Right on the money.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
The Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Thura. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Good timing on the quick out. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Gets the back moving. Wants to throw on first down. On the run, still looking. He'll pull it down and run. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
He's going to run it.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket after that. Excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Caught in the backfield, it's Thura. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Nice job by the QB. It's 3rd down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Looking for space. It's Thura. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. Is 2nd and 14. Moore to the air. Here's a heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This offense came out of the tunnel red hot in the opening drive of the game. They get it all the way down close inside the opponent's goal line, and on 2nd down now, you're going the wrong way. Not good enough up front protecting the quarterback. It's a huge loss. Now setting up 3rd and long, and that's a play the defense just had to have.
I just don't know how you go wrong with bringing more speed on the field in 3rd down situations. You go dime, you bring 6 defensive backs on the field. Now not only do you have better guys to cover, but when that QB goes into scramble mode, I got a bunch of fast little guys that can catch him, get on the ground, set up the 4th down and shoot.
Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Oh, he's got some space. He's at the tip, and he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Trojans.
Man, he just makes it look so fun to play quarterback. Like, he's playing his own little game. He just scrambles around, takes off. Nobody can catch him all the way to the house for 6.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the ground with the back. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Crosses to 35. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Moore will throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Durham. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Grabbed over the middle. It's Durham. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Off the RPO, complete. There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. And the Spartans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Keeps it himself and gets the first. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. The Spartans will have it first and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grab behind the line. It's Durham. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the option. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Might be calling a hot route. He's got it. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And the Spartans are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty. Quick strike through the air for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. There he goes to the right. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Trojans. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it out. It's Young. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Moore to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And this is going to be incomplete on third.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. And some room to work. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Trojans in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab. It's Saunders. It's a running room. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Southern Cal! He didn't see anyone open, said, no problem, I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by 13 over Texas A&M. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Motion from the back. Oh, a double pass. Here's the pressure. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Moore will throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And a great job understanding where you're at on the field. And I know that sounds very simple, but I run that out route, I start getting towards the sidelines. I got to feel it. I don't have time to look down as the ball's coming to me. Great job catching it and getting that foot in bounds.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Spartans will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going to let it go. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Williams will pass. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. They'll immediately call timeout.
And it's just so fun to be a play caller when you got a QB that can do that. Like, it's a pass play. Nope, he pulls it down, chews up yardage, gets a 1st down. And both of these quarterbacks, man, they have this ability to make big plays.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drop. He gets a hand on it, and they got it. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He wants to change this route. Moore to the air. Throws for the tight end. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the grab inside the 30. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. You got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the 1st half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Never a doubt. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Spartans will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the tailback. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
They just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Caught in the backfield. It's Saunders.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the Trojans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Here's the handoff. Plows through the defense. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that second down incompletion. Williams looking for a man. He's got him. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
Yeah, and you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
They're not into threes. They want 6s. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
To the ground. He's got it again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Pulls and fires complete. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll run it. Touchdown, USC! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. The RPO, it's complete. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. He'll pull it on the read. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38th.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
Fights off a defender. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and
breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat Maction, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Miami of Ohio is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kent State. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Moore will throw. Hauls it They make the stop if this passing game does some damage and they move the sticks with the first down. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. To the air on first down. He's got his man. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Off play action on first down. Pocket breaking down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Gives it on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Trying to make magic on the scramble.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that second down, the quarterback had nowhere to go with it. The defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up third and long, but because they couldn't do that and let him spring free, it's now third and manageable. This defense just making life hard on themselves right now because they're not finishing these plays.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number one beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
Back open in the middle. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
On target to the left. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Got a man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
It's complete on the right side. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. He'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
ready to try the point after. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Saunders. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go in, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.